On March 2nd, the residents of Brattleboro, Vermont will vote on either to approve or deny the commercial sale of marijuana. Cassandra Holloway from Build a Positive Community and Scott Sparks from Vermont Hempicarium talk about the effects of the upcoming vote could have for the town of Brattleboro.
Really need to be informed when they're making their vote if this is something that they think is good for this community. We as a state are one of the highest for youth use in the country. I think hearing from people who are vulnerable to this, including, like I said, young people, just so you know, like people of color and LGBTQ communities are higher in substance use. So this involves like, where are these going to be? How many are there going to be? We already are pretty high in alcohol outlets in this town, higher than most municipalities in the state per capita. So, just those are the things I want people to be thinking about as a community, and how are we going to be kind of communicating around this, and what are we going to be modeling for our young people as they grow up with this kind of in their towns.
Well, I think that one of the biggest benefits for the town is that they'll get a 1% of all sales through the tax that the town has in place right now. Secondly, there'll be people hired, so there'll be jobs that will be attached to this, not only in the store, but ancillary positions such as construction workers, etc., if buildings have to be modified. Thirdly, tourists are drawn to this. We know this from our current store already, where people come looking for it. So more tourists coming to town is usually good for everyone. And then it would help reduce the black market, because some people would be able to start buying it in a regulated fashion, knowing exactly what they're purchasing.
Why should people vote no and wait for a later date, or vote yes and push forward with the sales?
Brattleboro seems to be the only one in Wyndham County at this point. Many are waiting until next year because they want to wait till there's a board in place to tell town residents what they can expect this to be. That's just something to be aware of when you vote too, is that there isn't actually a board that the town can go to ask questions to be. So we don't have a lot of answers. The town doesn't have a lot of answers to some of these questions around, especially around zoning and advertising and these things. So it's just, yeah. So you can wait, if you want, and wait till next year, like many towns are, and say no now and see if it comes up again. But
well, as a business owner, I think I need to know what's going on now so that I'm able to meet all the regulations and restrictions that will be put on the business. If we waited until next March, I wouldn't have enough time to meet all those regulations and open by October. Well, we feel that we've run a very responsible, respectable business in this town, and we'd like to continue to be a positive force in the business community as well as the entire community in Brattleboro, and we feel that we can bring something to the table for everyone.